So if you had a horse with its head up too high, guess what? You didn't have a better vision of the cows in front of you. So if the horse kept itself in a lower outline, you could see the cows better. That's why they keep them in a lower outline. Right? But we don't have anything to do with cows anymore. So we want them a little higher up. We want them to say, as you know, we have a connection. So when you think of a dressage test, they're asking certain things. So at a training level, they're asking for certain things of your horse. Okay? They're saying, is the horse really listening to the rider's aids? Okay? Does the rider have the ability to kind of touch the horse's mouth and take contact, and the horse saying, okay, that's fine with me? Because the horse then is saying, I will let you influence you. You can see the light and the rein. Okay? And there are lots of horses that you go to take a hold of and they go, don't touch me. Right? I don't want you to have that much control. And what are we talking about in a dressage horse? We're always trying to develop more rideability. The horse is more in tune with our body. Every little aspect of our weight, how we sit, and that means something to the horse. We're that in tune with them. Right? Like when I'm riding my Grand Prix horses, I don't feel like I'm sitting next to my horse. I feel like I'm part of his body. You know, they're so in tune. Any little movement you make translates into a movement from the horse. It's just so in sync with you. And that's what we always aspire to be, is more part of the horse, not on the horse. You feel like you're an extension of their spine. Their spine comes up into yours and then goes back. So, developing that horse is a good work ethic for who's saying, yeah, I'll let you ride me and I'll be more of a team partner, instead of some horses who say, shut up, I'm an independent businessman, I'm going to do it my way. Right? So, we do want to be able to take a little bit of a connection. So, the very first thing is take a little bit more feel, and then your thumbs up. Okay. And then think about your ring being between the ring finger and your pinky. There you go. Good. So, when you're ready, let's try that. So, things that we want to think about when you're asking the horse to try that is how much leg pressure does it take to encourage him to go forward? Less is better. Good. Okay. Now, do you have a feeling on the mouth?
Somewhat, yeah.
Okay, somewhat. All right, somewhat. Let's think a little bit more. So instead of somewhat, I want an absolute, yep, I do. Now, when you do that, what's he trying to do?
He's trying to say no.
Yeah, he kind of says, well, am I supposed to stop? Right?
Yeah.
So, I also want you to think in terms of a half halt, meaning, and this is what a horse has to do. Right? Sometimes you have to think about a half halt. The horse understanding that you have to do a closed hand. That when you close your hand to say come rounder, they keep pushing through. Right? And a lot of horses, when you close your hand, they're going to say, what? Does that mean I should stop? Does it mean I'm in condition? So in this horse's case, if you take a little contact and say come rounder, can you ride the shoulders and put the shoulders right where you want, within every step? And I want you to think you're going to ride every step as an individual step. You're going to put every step where you want. Using that push, a little bit more to the ground. Go, go. Now, the other thing is, do you feel like every joint is moving? Do you feel like you're getting the full range of motion out of every joint? Go a little bit more. Push it on a little bit more. There you start. Now, you feel that swing you get? Now that's our starting point. Any less trot than that is cheating, okay? You want to think, I'm going to keep that swing. That push to the hand, you that swing. Go ahead. Now, you make it a little bit rounder in the outline, a little bit shorter, and just a little bit higher in the pole. Because now when you're closing the hand, and you're thinking a little rounder, what's he doing? Going low. So I want you to be the boss. How's that? I want you to be the boss today, and I want you to be able to say, I can make you rounder and higher if I want. Because right now he's telling you what? If you want me rounder, I'm going low. Right? You're the boss today, right? So up a little bit, and now you help him up. Keep the contact. I want you to think of steady contact every single step. Keeping that push. Good. Keeping that push. Yeah? Yeah? Now shorten up the range just a little bit. Right. And walk. Okay, so halt for a minute. So what I want you to feel like is your lower leg is here. So there you go. And you're sitting back and up. So the idea is this. You're going to sit in balance with me. So have the reins. pull you forward. Okay, so now sit deep into his hind legs, so I'm going to pull again. Now relax a little bit. There you go. All right, now ready? Okay, see how I'm not pulling you? He almost pulls you into his back. That's where you want to be with your seat. Not too far forward. Good job. All right, that's it. So you're not thinking about, all right. Right? You're thinking I'm sitting here, so if he does try to take my elbows away from my side, I'm there. Because you can see how he's trying to do that. So you want to keep enough contact that he's in this outline. See where he is? So he's nice and coming on the ground, but I don't want him too low. Okay. So as you're asking him to come together, a little bit around here, and you're going to take a little bending, but I want you to keep the contact. So to me, now pull back. It gives. That's a good feel. You have a connection, but when I pull back, there you go. Now pull back. That's a bad feel. Right? That's a horse that isn't giving, and that we don't like. Right? But you have to feel as though you can kind of close your hand and have him say, okay, I'll soften, I'll come around. Now sometimes when you close your hand and you say, would you come around? Because you haven't really asked that of him, I can guarantee you what he's going to say. What do you want? Right? So now we're going to get into that idea of positive and negative. Right? When you pull back, that's a negative. When you soften, it's a positive. It's a reward. When you put your leg on or your seat on, that's a negative. When you soften, it's a positive. It's a reward, right? So a lot of times you're going to put the 8 on, and you're going to say, I'd like you to come around her, and you're going to close the hand, you're going to take back against him, and the first thing he's going to do is say, well, does that mean I should go slower or stop? And you're going to put your leg on and say, no, it doesn't. And then he's going to say, well, then I'll go forward, but you need to drop the rein and let me just go my way forward. And we have to get to that point where you can ride him round and forward. So there's where I want you to think the half vault is him learning how to push through a closed hand. Does that make sense? Right? So it's not that you're going to go light. If he's not in the perfect outline and he's really light, then you're rewarding him from going in a bad way. So if he's not in the perfect outline, then you should have some contact or a little bit more pressure. Okay? So you don't be afraid if he gets a little bit strong. That's him trying to figure out where he can and can't go. And then you have to be more specific in saying, all right, I'll keep you here and not let him go in the wrong way, or the way we want, because it's all relative, right and wrong. Yeah? But if you close the hand, don't let him take it away until you feel him soften in the outline. But I don't want you to just throw him away. Okay. Now the other thing is I want you to get to this idea where you're feeling. Because as a rider, what's your most valuable asset? Any idea? Your sense of feel. Your sense of feel. In fact, I rode with the British Olympic coach. He had this story about this young shepherd who had this flock of sheep. And he looks off, and way off in the distance, he sees a wolf. And he says to himself, I don't have to worry about that wolf. It's so far away. I don't have to worry. So he takes a nap. What he didn't know was that there was a wolf in the bushes nearby. And while he was sleeping and taking his nap, a wolf ate 2 of the sheep. So, of course, he wakes up to find 2 of the sheep have been eaten. What's the moral of the story? It's the wolf you don't see that you have to worry about. Right? And it's the same thing when you're riding. If you never feel that something's going wrong, you're probably not going to fix it, are you? Because you don't think you need to. You don't recognize it's going wrong. So as a rider, your sense of feel is your most valuable asset because that'll tell you whether it's right or wrong. Right? So this is what we're going to try and figure out today. Trying to develop your sense of feel. Right? And there's all sorts of things that you kind of have to feel as you're riding. Right? Where are his shoulders? Where are his hind legs? Do I have enough push in the stride? Do I have enough fluidity in the stride? Right? Sometimes you'll feel like the horse is getting a little bit short or slow. Right? And then you need to be able to ride the rhythm. You ride the rhythm to where you want it, and then you make from zone 1. Right? Zone 1 is saying power. Right? Go. Make ground power. Zone 2 and 3 are where your seat come into play. Where you're kind of holding in your core, not letting him pull you forward. So when you're half holding and saying, come around her, you're not letting him pull you forward over the shoulder. Like I showed you. Right? So there's where zone 2 and 3 come into play to a certain extent. So let's put them together a little bit more. You're going to shorten up the reins. Good. And when you're ready, left them in the car. So then you're going to take a little bit of contact, shorten up the reins a little bit, and you're going to keep that push forward. Because I like this trot that you have right now. It's nice and fluid, like you're on a mission, right? Good. Now, shorten up the reins, put them together a little bit more. Actually, shorten up the reins a lot. There you go. Good. Yep. Now, as you do that, as you kind of take back against him, you're staying shorter and rounder on the outline, keeping that push. And things to feel for as you're doing that. Does he try to grab it and pull through you? Does he try to curl his neck and get behind you? Does he try to slow down? Does he try to get crooked underneath you? So you're feeling the shoulders and making sure the shoulders are staying square over the hind leg. Now put them together a little bit more. Keep it. Good. There you go. Now he's trying to get a little low, right? Don't reward him by just giving the rein away. Because then you're letting him decide for you that's where you should be. And today you're in watch, right? We hope. We hope. Good. There you go. Good. And I wouldn't make it any lower than that. Good. Keep that push. There, try backing him up. Yep. Good. Good save. Keep it. Keep it. Now right on the diagonal. Change the rein. Turn, and we're going to go the opposite way. Good. And now as you're turning, push him up on the side leg, you can push him over the ground. Uphill a little bit, and now making him look ever so slightly to the inside if you can. Do uphill thinking. Uphill thinking. Good. Up. He's got to push a little bit more on the ground. Now he's trying to quit, isn't he? It's not so easy, is it? If you're trying to come a little bit around, and he's staying the same outline, he's got all these things that he's